What is up, CSBA? Welcome to Gainesville, Florida for some SEC action. The number 5 ranked Kentucky Wildcats coming in off a huge win last week, going to take on the unranked Florida Gators. Joining me in the booth, Zay. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Gainesville, brother.
What's good? What's good, CSBA on lovely Saturday morning here.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got my coffee in hand. I'm ready to get to some action. What are you looking forward to this game? I'm going to get you the call sheet here in a second, by the way, Zay, if you're not in it already.
I got the call sheet
you got
already,
it up?
but yeah,
It's
just
cool.
yeah, I got it. But yeah, it's a tale of two stories here. Going into this one, you know, Kentucky being one of the only defeated teams remaining here in the CSBA so far, getting a
Sorry for all the
good
pop-ups.
win against
I'm trying to do something here. Really.
getting a good win against Illinois last week in the Win Legacy Cup right there, and then with Florida struggling a little bit in the NIT, 0-3 coming into this one. So, yeah, two stories here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm hoping Florida. I'd like to see Florida turn around their season. I know they've struggled a little bit here to start the season. So I know Coach Schuyler is working hard behind the scenes trying to get these guys right, the ship right, and I'm hoping they can figure it out. And today's obviously a tough matchup for them. With Kentucky playing as good as they have, but see how it plays out here today.
Yeah, they're a pretty young team. They have.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix the ticker. That's the reason why you got that up on the screen. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. But yeah, Florida's a pretty young team here, boasting 7 freshmen to start. So still a pretty young team trying to figure things out as the season goes on.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a team till middle of the season for that to happen, right? I mean, not everything is, especially with the freshmen coming in and changing over of the roster. So that definitely can make things a little difficult at times. So Gators out to a 1-point lead here. They're going to pull up. Jumper is good. So Florida off to a good start. Let's see if they can maintain that throughout the game. But
and that's one person they're going to have to look to a lot going into this game. Their leading scorer there, Flicker Bean, on a very good job in high school going into this one. He transcended pretty well going into CSBA debut, going 14 points a game there.
Foul on the play is being committed, so Carter to the line and shoot 2. Sorry, I had to change the times on the tip-offs for today, so that's what I was doing. Apologies for me kind of not paying attention here to start. Free throw up and good. So 5-4 lead here for Florida early on. Well, it's definitely a good start for the Gators here. Let's see if they can maintain it. Pass inside of Money. He's going to kick it outside to Bean. They're calling a 3-second violation. So
yeah, that's a bad call for Florida there. You got to be aware of where you are in the paint.
Faux show. Tyson Blaze. Gonna kick it outside. Carter wide open for 3. Rims in and out. No good. So Carter continues to maintain the lead. Step back 3, fadeaway, no good. Monty with the rebound, can't get the putback but gets fouled by BJ Mack.
Jay Money also pretty good pickup for Florida there. Getting a little bit down low with that size.
All right, I am I'm almost back to where I should be as far as paying attention right now. Sorry about that. Alright, I got one. I just gotta pull up the call sheet because I'm lost without it. So right now the Gators out to a 2-point lead, chance to push it out to a 3. They're gonna need as much cushion as they can against this number 5 ranked Kentucky team. Now I'm cooking with butter, Zay. I am good. I am fully caught up to where I need to be. Sometimes a little difficult.
All right, he's back.
A little difficult on those Saturday mornings to get going when you haven't had your fully haven't had your coffee yet. So, but yeah, right now Gators playing a little chippy in the inside. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them later in the game. You don't want to get into too much foul trouble, but I like that they're playing physical early here, Zay.
Yeah, against a team with an offense like Kentucky, that's kind of what you gotta have to do there.
Anything you can do to slow them down, right? I mean, Kentucky coming in with a total. I mean, they're averaging what's 286 divided by 3. They're averaging a lot of points right now. 286 on the season, so 286 divided by 3. So you're gonna make me do math early in the morning. They're averaging 95 points a game right now. So if you could slow down that offense. In any way, if that means just slowing down the tempo of this game, that's what you need to do. Especially if you're Florida, who's coming into this game unranked. Almost an ill-advised pass. Money, you're going to throw it up. Can't get it to go. Justin Banks got to do a better job. Maybe time his jump there to kind of help. And BJ Mack with a nice take there. 7-8. That should be 8-7 now. Kentucky takes their first lead other than that opening bucket.
And there goes another turnover there, heading in the opposite direction.
Yeah, ill-advised turnover there. Nice no-look pass. Good defensive block, though. That's what Florida needs to do. They need to get some stops. Good job there by Justin Banks in the low post. They're going to run the picket fence at him. He's going to drive. He gets blocked, though. Tyson Blaze sends it into the first row. Good block there by Blaze as he pounds his chest in excitement.
Hey, make a good defensive play like that. I would suspect you would show at least a little bit of emotion there.
Yeah, for sure. This is where I think Florida struggles a lot. Obviously, their starting unit had stayed with the Wildcats here, but this right now I think is the hard part for Florida. Is their benches, they're not as strong. Brandon Daniels into the game for Brooklyn Kurtz. It's the full swing of subs have come in here, so you can see the full bench unit. James for 3, no good. Rocket Webb coming down with it. Now to Smith. He's going to go down low to low post to Rocket Webb. Now to Matthew Lyle. 6 on the shot clock. Time running down here. Lyle going to get a screen. He's going to kick it over to Webb. Nobody really wanted to shoot. They get Fazo for the open look, but can't knock it down.
The play didn't come up the way they set it up there. Yeah, no one really wanted to take that shot there.
It was like hot potato. Divashili drives, counted it in 1. Divashili. God, his name is so freaking difficult. I want to kill Kyler for picking that name as a walk-on.
I love how Florida's still playing aggressive here, very early out. They're still very close going into 3.5 minutes into the first.
Chile able to put that one up and in. Yeah, I mean, I agree. They're playing a grind style right now. I like what I see from the Gators. They're not as offensively as proficient as they were last season. A lot of changeover on this roster, so Rocket Webb with gets a nice pass and feed, throw it down for a two-handed dunk.
Yeah, nice assist there by D. Smith, their leading assist leader.
Pull up in the lane is good by Divashili. The Gators continue to I like what they're doing though. They're playing they're getting it to the rim. They're getting those high percentage looks here early on. Granted, they're not shooting a great field goal percentage, but they're getting higher percentage looks, which is going to help.
Yeah, getting to the paint is legal screen there. Yeah.
Legal screen by Bofazo.
But yeah, getting to the paint, that's what you really want to be able to do. Like maybe like a certain amount of teams that can really rely on the 3-ball, and that with that notion in mind, yeah, you would want majority of your points to go through the paint.
Pull up jumper, too strong, no good. Thuggy up the rebound. He's gonna get it out to Rocket Webb. Bloody nose again. I've had a bloody nose the last 2 days. Rocket Webb for 3, bang. So 13-12 now. Wildcats on top by 1. Appreciate you all hanging out. 23 in the stream. Watching CSBA on Saturday morning. Saturday morning hoops. Gotta love. Perfect timing too if you have been watching today. I don't know if you've been watching any of the real life college basketball, but the conference tournaments are starting right now, or we're running this week. The games have been pretty fun.
Yeah, they have been pretty fun. A couple big upsets here and there, and then election Sunday being tomorrow, so the bracket's gonna be out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, just glad you just mentioned that. We are gonna do a. And you know how we do this we do the brackets for the CSBA when we have our tournament. We're going to actually do a CSBA for money. Well, actually, I shouldn't say for money. Maybe what we're going to do, I'll do a prize giveaway rather, unless the community would rather do it for money. But either I think we'll probably get more action if we just do it as a prize giveaway where the CSBA takes on the prize. But maybe we'll do a prize giveaway for a bracket tournament like we do for individual for the CSBA. We'll do something similar. James for 2, just inside the 3-point line. But yeah, so we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a bracket pool or something like that with a prize giveaway.
Yeah, that could be cool. I like that idea.
Lyle lays that
defensive
one in.
breakdown there in the lane.
For sure. So 19-16, Kentucky up by 3. Florida can hold for 1 here. What's up, Mythical? What's going on, brother? I like that we're seeing some of these guys that haven't really chatted before. Is Daniels for 3, no good. That is the way the first quarter is going to wrap. 19-16, Kentucky up by 3. Watch the CSB on Twitch Saturday morning hoops. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Gainesville. 19-16, Wildcats on top. What do you think of that first quarter there, Zay?
Definitely a lot of back and forth going here and there. We witnessed a couple lead changes pretty early on. Just goes to show that Florida,
As long as it doesn't
good job by them to keep up with a team such as Kentucky.
Sorry, my son just came to tell me. He's like, I'm on offline mode on Steam. It's not affecting your games. Because I share the same Steam account. Otherwise, they would buy every game. Rocket Webb for 3, bang. So that's kind of how I monitor it. So he was calling to tell me I'm in on offline mode and I can still play Truck Simulator. I was like, okay. Daniels for 3, wide open look. Oh, he's got to knock that down. That was a good, clean look.
Yeah, especially when defense is giving you those types of looks, you have to knock those down.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like as Rocket Webb has got 12 now. 12 of the 24 points. He's got 50% of Kentucky's baskets right now, Rocket Webb. Shealy going to drive. Goes up. Left-handed foul by Bo Fossil. His third. Fossil better be careful. He's got third, and we're only in 1 minute into the second quarter.
Yeah, a couple of the Wildcats here getting into foul trouble pretty early on.
That looked like a little bit of a ticky-tack foul.
Something to look out for going into the game.
That looked like a little bit of a ticky-tack foul. I don't know if I like that call by the referees, but he's got 3 now.
Yeah, home court advantage. Guess is what we'll chalk it up to.
Yeah, those local refs here at the Y in Florida coming in here to try to give the Gainesville a little bit of an advantage. Free throw up and good. 25 in the stream. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. Let's do a little shout out here, shall we? Ella, Alicidra, Beans, B-Jack, Toy Hunter, Downtown Dory, Drapsnat, Eagles Fly Day, Enrique Santo, Yuan, G-Heart, Damien, H-Dog for life. I gotta say for life every time I say his name. Lisa Bay, JG, Kata, Lurks. Oh, Lurks is always in here. Mythical 2K, Oh Well, Twitch Edition, Resurred. What's up, Mr. Glass? Sofical, Ray Ray's always
nice
in here.
There by Carter.
Sports Dude, Violets, Wake and Bake, and Jax 2 Roll. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Monty going to get it over to Diva Shealy. He's going to drive. 10-point lead right now for the Cats as they're starting to pull away here. Got to get back to slowing the pace down here. When you start missing like the Gators are, Zay, there's a hard foul there for Marcus Carter. It's called for the foul. You got to slow this game down. You got to try to control the tempo. If Kentucky starts getting it out in transition, this game is over.
Yeah, like I said before, you're facing a top 5 ranked team here in Kentucky. Best way to win is to be able to play at your own pace, and Florida, if they're not careful, this can get out of hand very quickly.
Damian Chambers coming in with the progression reward. What's up, buddy? Good job. Love the grind. These guys have been on the grind. Some guys specifically have been on the grind a lot more than others, and it's been really, really impressive. It just shows the community, like, if you put it in, you guys can get better. Look at I think Chambers had a really good game this week, if I'm not mistaken. So, 13-2 run here from the Wildcats.
Yeah, he did. I think he dropped 20. I think he had a 20 piece in that game too.
Yeah. So I mean, it helps if you put the grind in. So. So 32-18. This game's starting to get a little bit out of control here for the Gators.
Yeah, they're looking to slow it down. Try to get a score here on this next possession. Reroute from there.
So
Banks looking inside there.
Yeah, Banks puts that one in, cuts the lead back to 12. Gators got to stay at it, stay at that game plan. Julius Jordan really said his name. He's got an ISO play here, and Brooklyn Kurtz picks his pocket. The quicker Kurtz going to go end to end. Lays it in, so cuts the lead to 10. Good defense there by Kurtz. They're going to need more of that. I actually thought that ISO was going to be more of an advantage to Julius Jordan, but Kurtz much quicker player. Backdoor cut by Matthew Lyle. He gets blocked. Good job there by Money. So Florida starts.
And here comes the starters here, like you said earlier. The starters getting a big push here for Florida, like we've seen in that first quarter.
Yeah, their depth is what's troubling them. I think they have a decent starting crew, but beyond their starters, it's a little light. Look at Bean, loses the handle. Shot clock winding down. He's going to fire up the prayer because the shot clock was running down. Can't get it to go as it rims in and out. Well, today's a good day for the progression guys that if they are young or if they are overseas, you got 3 streams in a row here. You got this game, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Auburn, LSU back to back to back. So 3 straight hours of CSBA action again. We always say, Zay, to these guys, even if they walk away from their computers or their phones or whatever and leave it on, they're still going to get credit for the points. So we get credit for the viewership, they get credit for the points. So obviously we love them in here interacting with the league. That's always a great thing.
Yeah, definitely. Interaction is definitely key there. And yeah, even if you don't even watch the games, yeah, it still calculates the points.
Yeah. So
throughout the time that you spend in the stream, so it's a good idea to at least pull up the stream.
Julius Jordan goes right by his defender, puts it back to 12. G Hardy, answer that man. Mythical, your coach should be able to tell you how to do that. I think I did ping your coaches, the progression coaches, yesterday about how to explain that, because there's been some confusion with some of the guys that are actually turning in points. Turnover there. Matthew Lyle drives, lays it in.
Kentucky going on a bit of a run here, getting a good chunk of their points in that transition game. That's what I've been noticing for this past couple of possessions here.
Well, that's the key, right? I mean, we said Florida shoots the ball inefficiently, which right now they are. Kentucky's going to get out in transition. And I say that in about a lot of games. When guys are not shooting the ball as well, that's what happens. So they're going to need to step up in a big way, either to grind this game down to a much slower pace, which they've done a pretty good job. I mean, this game's only a 12-point game. Good job there by Rocket Webb on the block. Florida going to take possession, but if you let Kentucky get out in transition, you're in trouble. So you either need to slow the game down or make more of your shots here. So otherwise, Kentucky will blow the roof off of this game. There's a reason why they are the number 5 ranked team in the country. Nice shot on the outside, gets it to go. I believe was that Nishida? Yeah, I think that was
Nishida. That was a tough shot for him going up. Defense.
Savage off the glass and good. Hey, Glass, just do me a favor. If you post that redemption for that card, can you just make sure you tell me which card you want? Because I feel like lately guys haven't been doing that. I have to reach out afterwards. So if you can, that would be great. Save me some time from hitting you up. Daniel James uses his dribble. Finding back pass over to Daniel. Daniel's over to Nishida. Back to James for 3. No good. Excuse me, that's Cinnabon James, not Daniel James. Apologies. Smith gonna drive. Easy pickings for D. Smith. Here comes that run from Kentucky. It's starting to heat up.
Avoids the contact there. It's an easy layup inside with a little finger roll.
Yeah, and obviously these paid progressions we're hoping, or whatever, not paid progressions. Show me these paid players out there that are on the grind that redeem those player cards. We got some nice cards that I'm constantly trying to add to that collection. So you got to go back to the league announcements. There's 3 cards. There's one that looks like, well, there's 3. I've been using other ones for the player of the game and the player of the weeks and stuff. But like, there's one that looks like a Topps card. There's another one that looks like it's like an Art Deco Prism, and then there's a Game Moments card. So those are the 3 cards. But it's in the league announcements. You might just have to scroll up. I don't think I have it pinned in the card options channel, the channel. So I didn't want to make another channel just to have that post. So it seems silly. Webb floater in the lane is good. Rocket Webb having a really good game here. 14 points.
Yeah, 6 of 6. Yeah, they have not had no answers for him at all.
So 48. It is now a 20-point game with about 57 seconds left. They will not have the Prism logo or the Topps logo, though. I've decided to omit those just to protect us so that we don't get hit from Topps or from Prism at any point, especially if people start tweeting these out. What do you think of the cards, though, Zay? Have you been liking them? We gotta get you some Memphis cards going, Zay.
Maybe in the future I'll see if they
have you liked them?
Want some cards?
Have you liked them?
See if
you like the edition?
I mean, yeah, they're pretty cool cards. Yeah. Seeing them a little bit on Twitter and.
Yeah, just trying to bring it forward. We've had a lot of them actually made here recently, so Well, the CSBA logo is on there, Wake. Free ball in the corner, no good. Ooh. Joey Huell with the putback. 7'6" freshman. Been struggling this season, he's averaging a point a game, so 1 point over his average, Zay.
I mean, it's better. It's better than your average, so you're doing something.
46-30, 16-point lead at the half. You're watching CSB on Twitch. Come up in the halftime show here. Zay going to break us down on what we saw in that first half. Tell us a little bit, Zay, about what we saw and what maybe Florida could do to climb themselves back into this game.
It was a good game. Pretty early on at the start. Only a 3-point difference. Back and forth. A lot of lead changes going into that quarter. The second quarter, it was all Kentucky. Getting a lot of their points in that fast break game, playing to their own pace. Florida just hadn't been able to figure out some of the matchups, as well as just not being able to slow the pace down. Having to take a lot of contested shots, a lot of harder shots to hit, and their starters, and trying to keep reeling this game back, but just the sheer depth of Kentucky there, just outwilling this team.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Gators can pick it up. Right now, they got to do a better job on this. They got to do a better job on the defensive end, and also get some more efficiency going in here. So we'll see how that plays out as the game goes on. So 16-point advantage. Let's take a look at the leading score. It's going to be Rocket Webb. I mean, we saw that before the half. Yeah, Webb has just been insane so far.
Yeah, 14, 5 and 1, 6 of 6 from the field, completely perfect. Had himself a night. So
16-point lead. See if the Gators can chip away here a little bit at this lead. Wow, what a throwdown dunk.
Yeah, Flicker Bean splitting the defense there.
Oh, a good defense there. That's what the Gators need. Challenge at the rim. I mean, you saw what TCU was able to do to Texas Tech last night. Just get in and challenge every shot. Grind this game down to a halt. Got to take advantage here. 14-point lead now. Floater in the lane, and that's the tough shot there. Everything, there's not a lot of movement from the Florida offense there. Money forcing that one up. Going to get into Julius Jordan. What a find as Tyson Blaze finds his buddy for the two-handed flush.
Yeah, nice find and transition there for Florida. Or not Florida, Kentucky. Florida's still struggling a little bit early on here in the second half.
Yeah, the only problem Wake and Bake with that idea is Wake was talking about, well, get our own custom cars. We could find somebody to do it. Is counting in one. Flicker Bean is having a decent game, 11 points, 5 of 6 shooting. He's gonna go to the free throw line, try to complete the 3-point play. The problem with that Wake is the licensing thing, and being that we don't own the licensing for the NCAA, I can't. That's why we can't push out any real content. Like any real merch, any of that. So there is that. Not that I think there would be a high demand anyway for those cards. It'd probably be super expensive anyway. In reality, right? In reality, I'm sure to get somebody, and to get somebody to pay to do those cards, the production and all that's entailed, I would imagine that's got to be pretty expensive. Williams for 3, bang, and a big 3 there. DeAndre Williams from downtown cuts it to 13. Florida not giving up. They're fighting here. Tooth and nail.
Yeah, the defender sagging off right there. Had to make him pay for the lax defense.
Back to a 13-point game. Bean going to pick it off. He's going to drive, gets double teamed. Kicks it outside. They got to move it away. They did move it to Williams for the wide open three. Bang! And that's a big three from DeAndre Williams. He's got back-to-back jacks from behind the arc. That's 10-point lead now for the Wildcats. Florida.
Yeah, big threes.
This starting unit, I'm telling you, has played better than the bench, and that's where Florida has fallen down. And Kurtz stripped Julius Jordan for the second time this game. On the mismatch, that's twice now Kurtz is taking advantage. Andre Williams, now he gets his pocket picked by Lyle. So, God giveth, God taketh away, Zay. Jordan, you're going to drive. Hard foul. Kurtz.
Ooh.
Kurtz playing tough on DeAndre Jordan. Excuse me, Julius Jordan, rather, when he's gotten the ball. That time Jordan owns him with the foul, getting Kurtz to foul him.
Yeah, with a bigger defender like that, you practically have to foul, especially when he's that close to the paint. Yeah, he's done a lot better, though, on the defensive end when he's near the perimeter. That's where Kurt's speed shines a little bit more. His perimeter defense shines a lot more there, too. A nice shot by Bean there, no good.
11-point advantage. Matthew Lyle, a little stutter step. Freezes his defender, just gets enough. Goes right by him. He's got 8 now.
A crafty move there by Lyle. Stopped the defender in their tracks right there.
Maximus, I didn't see you cheer bits earlier. Apologies for not saying thank you for that. I just noticed it in the notifications, so apologies. Appreciate you, brother. 53-40. The Gators hanging around here. 4:46 to go. It's been definitely been a defensive battle.
Yeah, it's never really gotten too out of hand for Florida, but it's never really to have that one run that gets them right back into it.
And I don't know if they have the horses to do it. I'm just going to be completely honest. I think the starters, the depth is just not there. But if the starters could go on a little bit of a run, maybe. Shealy reverse layup and just like that cuts it to 9. They're going to need that. They're going to need that from their bench right now, and that's the key. If they can get it from their bench, then they can crawl back into this game. We've yet to see that from the bench unit yet. But all defensive, they're trying to prove me wrong here, Zay. Good pass to Kurtz. He's going to lay it in.
Out on the run there, the starters are still in playing. Extended minutes.
Yeah, the starters are in. Sorry, my bad on that. That's probably why they made the run. I think even with Shealy is in part of the rotation right now. That's the reason why. Wow, BJ Max, nice take. But the shooting percentage has definitely come up for Florida. I think that's part of the reason why they're
yeah, they've been
around.
taking a lot better shots in transition, so that's probably why that would account for it a little bit more. But they're still struggling a little bit in that half-court set.
The ball movement hasn't been as good. Flicker Bean hasn't missed much today. Misses there. 55-44. BJ Mack. Little ISO play for him, it looks like. Nope, they're going to go down low to Thuggy. Thuggy with the size mismatch. He's going to play some bully ball. Fadeaway J in the lane is good.
That was good help defense there by Banks, but just better offense there.
Yeah, rotation came just a little bit late there for the help. About a half a second earlier probably would have been perfect. Kurtz. He's going to drive. He looked like he was going to drive. Now he does. Draws the body. Thuggy with the foul. So Brooklyn Kurtz to the line to shoot 2. First one up and good.
Kurtz at the line. Shooting 50% from the line right there. So
that percentage will
better.
That percentage will go up since he's been only 50% on the season. So Smith
doing better from the line though. Yeah, it should go up.
stripped. Another good defensive play. Kurtz is Kurtz has done a nice job on the defensive end. Kick out to the corner to James. He can't knock down the three. Thuggy up with the rebound. Webb to Lyle. Lyle drives, kicks it off to Thuggy, throws it down, and does a pull-up on the rim. Ken Thuggy.
Yeah, Csba and James struggling from deep, only 13% from the three-point line.
Yeah, he has not fared very well at all this season for Florida. Struggling. 13-point lead right now for the Wildcats. Three-pointer from Daniels, no good. Backdoor cut. Go Fazo with the throwdown dunk.
Yeah, you see that the ticker down there, Kentucky doubling the amount of rebounds that Florida has right now, 24-13 split.
Kurtz to Huel. Huel spin move. We'll play a little bully ball here, see what he can do. He goes up, can't get it. He's challenged by Thuggy at the rim. I thought Huel was gonna maybe dunk that.
Yeah, you would think so with a taller defender on him, but Thuggy
James,
there down
Kurtz,
the defense.
three-pointer bang. Good find from Cinnabon James on the kick out. Had triple teamed in the paint. Kurtz wide open. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, all three of the defenders crashed. Someone was bound to be open. They found him.
Good find by James. Webb goes right by Nishida. Corner for Cinnabon James. This time he knocks it down. The three will count, but a foul away from the play. Is Nishida going to get called for the loose ball foul? But the three will count for Cinnabon James, so cuts it back to 11. Yeah, this bench unit is what's been hurting Florida for sure. So they definitely need to step it up here. They've shown a little bit of Csba here in the third quarter. Here is Nishida going to get called for a foul again. Then we got two more games coming up today at 12. Dickey going to be on the call for Ole Miss, Tennessee, and then at 1 o'clock Auburn and LSU. So make sure you guys all tune in for that progression, guys. Make sure you tune in, grind out for those points, especially for you guys that are on out there in Europe or Australia or New Zealand or wherever. We got so many. We're freaking worldwide here at CSBA, so good opportunity.
That should be a good matchup, though.
Yeah, I mean,
that should be a good matchup though at 1.
Yeah. At 1 o'clock, yeah, I think that's
matchup.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the best matchup of the day. Ole Miss has been up and down all season. They had a huge win early on. Last week they got their doors blown off, so not sure which team will show up for that Tennessee game, but we know how strong Tennessee has been. Tennessee took down TCU this season in one of the early season non-conference tournaments. So then we just saw TCU beat Texas Tech last night. That's a 12 seed beating a number 3 seed. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that for Ole Miss. Three-pointer is good. Bang. Cuts it to 10. But that Auburn Ole Miss, Auburn has been a lot stronger this season than they were last year. So they're starting to find their way. There's a big turnover. See if Florida can take advantage here before the end of the quarter. They cannot, but it's a 10-point game headed to the 4th. You're watching CSB on Twitch. Now we'll talk a little bit more about that Auburn LSU game when we come back. Get those scores up in stream chat. CSB on Twitch.
State Farm assisted the game there. Bay's going inside. Nothing too special, but nice little find down low there. As we head into the 4th quarter. 10-point lead here for Kentucky. They bring the ball in here to start.
All right, let's see if get those fours up and show. We have 1-4 in the stream chat. Come on, there's 26 people in here. Let's get those fours up, fellas. Come on, show some CSBA love. Let's go. Nice.
Ferocious dunk there by Julius Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. What's up, Vengeance? What's up, brother? Man, now the fours are flowing. Now it's flowing. That's what I want to see. Show some love. Williams for 3, no good.
That was a nice look there by Williams. Been knocking that one down, so.
So we were talking about that Auburn LSU game. Wow, nice take there by Smith. We talked a little bit about the Auburn game. Auburn, obviously, we're saying has played much better this season. LSU, though, has stepped up their game in a big way this season. I've been really impressed with what LSU has done. I expect that to be our best game of the day. I'm going to make sure I try to tune in for that. I might have to take my kids to their batting practice. Counting in one. They have a hitting coach that they're working with right now. DeAndre Williams is going to line to try to complete the three-point play. They're working with a hitting coach, so I'm going to go to the cage for some sessions. So I'm going to try to catch a little bit of that game. I might be en route a little bit, not far after the game starts. So.
Yeah, both teams, on the come up there, turning it around. For the conferences.
I know the Gators are, they're not winning right now. They're trailing by 11, but they've battled in this game. I'll give a lot of. This is probably the biggest, the best game I've seen the Gators play from a battle standpoint. They've played good defensively. Got a couple of turnovers, a couple big blocks. They're grinding it out. They have not let Kentucky go on that big run that we normally see. Is Savage for 3, bang.
We know that Savage can knock that one down.
Yeah, that's his spot. That is his spot. I've seen him drop a lot of threes from that one section on the court. So.
Yeah, coming into this one, 53% from deep, so definitely knock it down.
DeAndre Williams switches Rocket Webb now. They switch on defense. He's going to kick it out. Cinnabon James, contested 3, and he rattles it home. Bang, and that's a big 3 from Cinnabon.
Yeah, that was a big 3, heavily contested too, so you can't really knock that one down.
That was a walk. Wow, D. Smith just got away with a travel. Good defense by Williams and Huell on the inside. Cinnamon James going to go right between 2 defenders. Drives, throws it up. Good challenge by Rocket Webb. I thought James should have thrown that down with a dunk, but opted not. They're going to kick it out to Marcus Carter in the corner for 3. Julius Jordan there for the offensive rebound. Huell tried to block it from behind, but too slow. As Jordan finishes on the play back to 13.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was no call there either. Kind of reaching over his back a little bit there to get that one, but
this Kentucky
YMCA refs letting that one slide.
This Kentucky team on another level. They've been good the last 2 seasons. Continuing here, Rocket Webb off the mark. Julius Jordan offensive board. Good strip by DeAndre Williams. Jordan's got his pocket picked 3 times today.
He struggled a little bit from the with ball handling so far in this game.
He's not the guy you really want. Savage was trying to go for the charge there. Huell fadeaway J, no good. Savage up there, fires it up to Jordan. Jordan fired it inside to Smith. Smith, awkward looking shot as DeAndre Williams has really stepped up his defensive game here the last couple possessions. That's what Florida needs to do. They need to challenge. Pass inside. Good find to Nishida. Cuts it to 11, so the Gators hanging around here, Zay.
Yeah, the bench here doing a little bit of damage as an illegal screen by Tim Savage coming the other way.
Interesting to say, I've been on the bench the entire time about how poorly they've played and they're not as deep, but I think they heard me talking smack about them, and maybe not because they just threw it away there on the inbound pass.
The starters now, the Hurts with a turnover there.
Savage contested. That's what the Gators need to do. They need to contest every shot. They're starting to do it a little bit more and more. Kurtz with a nice little Euro step. Lays it in. Brooklyn Kurtz has got 11 now. Don't look now, but Florida has cut the lead to single digits. 9-point advantage. Double comes. They're going to go over to Savage. 14 on the shot clock. Savage behind the back trying to work His defender going to go over to Marcus Carter for three. Bang! When in doubt, call on your best player, and that's exactly what the Wildcats did there.
Yeah, I know I said this a couple times in a couple of the games I called, but yeah, you always want to be able to call on your best players in the biggest moments, and definitely stepped up there. Good three by Marcus Carter.
Carter almost turning the ball over there. Look at Beam trying to work over Blaze. He gets blocked. Gonna get it again. He's gonna go up. He gets blocked again. Two back-to-back blocks by Tyson Blaze. So he tries to ward off two Gators there. Kicks it to the corner to Carter. Carter gonna go across the court to BJ Mack. Mack now over to Jordan. Jordan trying to work over his defender. Gonna kick it out to Savage in the corner for three. Is good. Bang. And it goes up to 14.
I was saying this earlier, you don't want to leave a good shooter like that open. Defense paid for that one.
Ray with the sub. Appreciate you, Ray. Ray's been on a sub tear of late. Double comes over with Diva Shealy for three. Line drive, no good, back rim. Ray going crazy on the subs. He wants to catch Coco at 153. I can see it. High off the glass is good as Fazo. Excuse me, BJ Mack rather. The Mack and the Fazo both look a little bit like they got those dreadlocks. So sometimes I get them confused. Kentucky putting their foot down here late in the game. Rocket Webb going to get the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Yeah, he's had himself a pretty good game, especially in that first half.
Yeah, first half he went off quick. Give a lot of credit to Florida, though, for playing against a fifth-ranked team in the nation. They hung around. I don't know if they have any more left here to give with 2:22 to go, trailing by 16. But this has been around a 10, 12-point game. As Kurtz counted in one. Maybe they're not out of this just quite yet.
Was not a good foul there by Mack. Should let that one ride.
Kurtz able to knock it down. So the Gators continue to hang around here. 2:15 to go. Julius Jordan going to walk it up slowly, try to milk some of this clock off. The Gators are, I wouldn't say they're putting a scare into Kentucky, but they're hanging around. And if you hang around, you never know what can happen. Pass inside to Carter. Easy two. Good find in the interior. Kurtz now over to Money. Money going to pull it out. Doesn't like what he sees there in the big Tyson Blaze. Kurtz wide open. Oh, they missed the cutter. Too much ball handling there from Money. Flicker Bean contested two. No good.
Yeah, that wasn't that was not a good play setup at all by Florida. They did have a cutter there. They just didn't see him.
Carter going to give it back. Give and go. BJ Mack, little stutter step. He's going to drive. Floater up high. Just out over the outstretched hand of Money. Nice take there by BJ Mack.
Yeah, that was a nice little finesse finish there to get it over that 7-footer.
Hard foul by Blaze. So they're going to send Jay Money to the free throw line. Money coming in at 89% from the free throw strike this season. Knocks down the first. I got to give the Gators a lot of credit. Hanging around with the fifth ranked team in the country. Pretty much the entire game. They put their effort in. You got to give them a lot of credit for hanging around. But Kentucky obviously fifth ranked in the country for a reason.
Yeah, as the timer winds down here, and as we look to crown Kentucky as the winners here, yeah, Florida did hang in this game pretty much the entire time, especially at the beginning, that first quarter.
They made a nice run in the third and the beginning of the fourth, but then Kentucky kind of just started to put their foot on the gas pedal just to make sure they secure the win. Contested two. Jay Money fighting there for the rebound, but Webb comes up with it. Lyle gonna
Yeah, I definitely see
drive.
some
Good.
bright spots here for this young Florida team.
Yeah, that's this fourth quarter, that 13-5 run in the fourth quarter here is what did in the Gators. Williams, last possession here for the Gators. Flicker being try to get some more and does. So that'll do it. 87-72. That's where it's going to end. 15-point advantage. As the Wildcats going to dribble it out, but credit Kentucky did coming in, taking care of business, doing what they were supposed to do here today in this SEC battle. Props to the Gators for hanging around as long as they did. I think that they did their coach proud, obviously, but just come up a little short here today.
Yeah, good game here by both teams. Just the number 5 team does what the number 5 team does. They expected them to come in here and get this win. That's exactly what they did.
For sure, I got to give a lot of props to them, and stepped up at the right times, and that's what happens when with the good teams. The good teams have the depth in this league, and if you want to compete, you got to make sure you take care of the depth on your squads. Anything? I see the shooting percentage is high here, but what stands out for you here, Zay?
Yeah, we were talking about it throughout the game, but those bench points, Kentucky outscoring the bench there, as well as just
wasn't as
glass.
decisive as I thought it was going to be, though. Wow. Well, that's
kind of what I was thinking too.
The second half, the Gators bench stepped up, though. So, but yes, I agree.
Yeah, they had like a little bit of a run there. Definitely the rebounding stats as well. Rebounding both ends of the floor there as well. Led into some points in the paint, some fast break points.
The points off of turnovers. But I think this is also the Gators defense stepped up. I mean, they had 9 steals in this game, 5 blocks. I mean, granted, Kentucky played well defensively too, 7-7, but the turnovers. I mean, Kentucky do that against a Tennessee or another team in the conference that is a little stronger than the Gators. I think Kentucky could potentially come out on the losing side of this, so they're going to want to clean that up heading into the next game. But credit to them, they played well, come away with the win here. Let's take a look at the box score on the winning side, on the losing side rather. Brooklyn Kurtz, high man for the Gators, 14 points, 3 assists, 4 steals. Did have 4 turnovers, but his plus minus, I mean, despite a 15-point loss, was only minus 11, which is not terrible. I think he's going to be the high man for PRF for 21. Flicker Bean, 13 points, a rebound, and a steal on 6 of 12. The walk-on, Kitavan Dilashili, God, that's a name, 11 points, 1 rebound, assist, a steal on 4 of 7. Cinnabon James, 8-2, 2-1 on 3 of 9, 2 of 6 from downtown for Cinnabon. J Money, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. Didn't have any points, any field goals in this one, but was 4-4 from the free throw line. But that's, if you get J Money scoring, I think that adds another element to your team because the guy's doing work. 8 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks. I mean, you can't ask more of that from your center. So let's see if they can get him on the scoring side. Amir Nishida, 4 points, 2 rebounds on 2 of 2. Joey Huell, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, a steal, a block. So a little bit of everything for Huell. Brandon Daniels, 3 points, 2 assists on 1 of 6. And Justin Banks, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block on 1 of 1. Take us through Kentucky here, Zach.
Scoring leader here is on Rocket Webb. Just like we saw in that first half, going 6 of 6. He cooled down a little bit going to this second half, but 16, 9, and 7 fill the stat sheet out there for them, responsible for 31. Nice all-around game there for Rocket Webb. Marcus Carter with 15, 2, 1 and a steal there, 5 and 8 from the floor. Julius Jordan, 11, 8, 4. Struggled a little bit with the ball handling there, but still found a way to help the team as well. Scroll down for me.
Sorry,
there you go.
I was answering a text while you were doing that.
Matthew Lyle, 10, 2, 4, 3 steals for him as well. BJ Mack, 1 and 3, 8 from the field. Tyson Blaze, pretty good game from him as well, 8 and 8.
5 blocks, wow.
3 assists. Yeah, 5 blocks too.
He played good
Doing it on
defensively.
both
He
ends.
played good defensively in this game.
Tim Savage 7-3-3. E. Smith off the bench as well. 6-2, 3 assists as well.
I'm
with that one.
waiting
And
for the
then,
game where D. Smith actually. I mean, we've seen how good a player he has. He hasn't had to be the scorer for this Wildcats team, but I can't wait to see him step up. I feel like it's been a hot minute since he's joined the Wildcats, where we've seen some of those strong games that we've seen from him in the past before he came over to Kentucky. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Maybe that'll happen in the postseason. We'll have to wait and see. Keep going though. Just wanted to comment
Ken
on
Thuggy.
that. Sorry, Zay.
Ken Thuggy, 4-2-1 there, with 2 and 3 from the field. And then rounding this out with Bo Fazo with 2 points there on a block.
Yeah, so that's going to round us out for this game. Kentucky wins this one 87-72. Jake is going to be on the call here momentarily. Ole Miss, Tennessee. Stick around. Don't go anywhere because you probably will be live literally in minutes. So stick around in the stream. Ole Miss, Tennessee coming up at 12, 1 o'clock, Auburn, LSU. Some good games on the slate still here for this Saturday afternoon. So make sure you stick around. For Zay, I'm Scott.